Greetings and salutations, this is Vespasian and my trusty sidekick, the small one. And this is a new Q&A video. We have been rather lax in recent times, which I do not apologise for because I'm always apologising. And we haven't really had time to do much in the way of gaming in general, to be honest. Yeah, we're back on it now, and we're going to make a new Q&A video.
Yay!
So there we go. We have had quite a few questions and stuff, but we were thinking of making a separate Q&A section just for bolt action, and we're deciding whether or not to have it all in the Hail Caesar Q&A. But then it wouldn't be Hail Caesar, it would be Hail Caesar and bolt action. It would become confusing, and so we're deciding what to do about that, and we will get back to you as soon as we work out what to do with it. Any ideas?
I think we'll just have to make a separate one for it, so it doesn't confuse.
Yes, okay. We'll do that then. Right, that's probably the best idea. God has spoken.
First question?
Yes, first question. This is for Hail Caesar.
Yes.
So, to all your Hail Caesar fans, thank you.
Alright, this one is, how do you base skirmishers in Hail Caesar?
Right, any way you want. Hail Caesar is basically do what you like. It's agnostic towards basing. All that Hail Caesar really asks to do is that when you've got two opposing units hitting each other, they like them to at least more or less match. So you can have them based to different rule systems, but as long as they generally match, it doesn't matter. As far as skirmishers go, that really doesn't matter, because they're skirmishers, they're not actually real combat troops. Here at the front, these are our Hail Caesar units for our Dark Age project, and for the Dark Ages we're using bases like this, which are just generally shaped bases, and you can take the figures off to deploy, or you can keep the figure on the base. So it's entirely up to you what you do. For our Hail Caesar Romans, all of our skirmish troops are individually based, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. So all of them are individually based, which gets really annoying when you're playing Jewish rebels because half the Jewish army is skirmishers. So you get a lot of skirmish bases, don't you?
Yes.
Which really does get tedious at times, but it's fun doing it. So you can basically you can have them on bases like these, which are sort of mixed base, and it's deliberately made in a funny shape so it looks like an irregular unit. You can't confuse it in any way with a regular unit, but you can also debase them and have them based individually. It's entirely up to you what you do. For Hail Caesar, given that we have a lot of weird terrain and stuff, it is usually quite handy to have individually based figures. So when you're doing it in mountainous areas, you can just take the skirmishers and put them anywhere. So that's useful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that answering that question?
That is answering that question. I hope that is helpful to you. Basically, the rules don't care what you do as long as you have the unit. No matter.
Right, and then Dick Tanner.
What?
Dick Tanner.
Dick Tanner? Right, okay. Be careful when you say that. Hi, Dick. Carry on. What?
Okay.
Well, I'm sure Richard's a very nice guy. And he's left us a message, so you should show the guy some respect.
Yeah,
for
come
us a
on.
message.
What's he said?
Right, it says, love the Saxon buildings, they look great. Are you using cardstock or foam board for the walls?
Oh.
That's on the scenery.
Yes.
The Dark Age scenery.
Ta-da! By pure chance, which it genuinely is, because these are just figures we've got set up. This is one of the buildings. Yeah, made out of card. Would you, dearest, mind passing me one of those cards? Now you can buy card from an expensive card shop if you want. DIY place, not DIY. Places that sell stuff for modelling. What do you call them? Model shops?
Places you go for.
Model shops, yeah. Craft shops, anything like that sells card. I get...
Exactly.
Why can't you just got one of the other ones from the back? Why did you have to be complicated? She has to be complicated with everything.
Says you.
Basically,
No more complicated.
I cut them all out of card, stick them together, and then do whatever else is needed on top, and the roof also falls off.
This has to be complicated, doesn't it?
That was complicated. Why couldn't you just be simple?
No, did you see?
Right, card. This stuff, actually, believe it or not, I get from the market, local market, and they cost me £1. And if you buy them in bulk, they cost you less. They're actually the felt things that kids draw pictures on. And I originally started doing this back when he was a little small person, and his brother was a slightly bigger small person, and they used to colour these things in and paint them and stuff. And then when they didn't want them anymore, they gave them to Dad, and Dad cut them up and made things out of them like this. And then it got to the point where they didn't want to colour things in anymore, and I didn't have an excuse, and I had to honestly come out and say yes, they're for me. So I basically just make things out of that card. If you want to make it nice and thick, you can stick 2 of them together with a little bit of wood glue and PVA, and that makes the walls nice and thick so they don't bend, and it's quite good. Some of the cards are quite thin and some are thick. It tends to be look of the draw really when you're buying them. But any place should sell it. They're very cheap, and it works out a lot cheaper than buying popper card from a craft shop. Not that I've got anything against craft shops, it just saves us money. I haven't used foam card, to be honest. Don't use it.
Don't you?
No, never have done. I did used to use the stuff from Games Workshop, but that was like really expensive, and I just use card instead because it's easier to use.
Right, next.
Right, we have another one on the updates on your Jewish rebels.
Yes.
It's from Walkabout Eureka Curtis. Oh, Curtis.
Awesome.
That rings a bell. Right, it says. I've got something there, right?
You've been poking yourself in the eye again. He does this, you know.
No, it's an eyelash occurrence.
Okay, now, the armies are looking great, fellas. I will have to try the card system for when I work on my Hail Caesar.
Yes. For those of you who don't know, would you mind awfully passing me some cards? No, card. We do cards for Hail Caesar. Well, we don't do them, we do them for ourselves. These are for our Dark Age, so they're not coloured. Our Hail Caesar ones for the Romans, all the red cards are Roman, and all the blue cards are for the Jewish rebels, and the green cards are for the Celts, and you get the idea. These have no colour coding on them, they're just basically, this is a picture of Vikings on the Viking cards, and there's a little picture of Saxons and a Saxon helmet on the Saxon card. And all it is a simple card which gives you the stats of the unit, just like out of the Hail Caesar rulebook, and then the special rules are written in the middle, and then the type of unit and how much it costs. It's very handy for when you have someone who hasn't played Hail Caesar. So if someone comes along who hasn't played Hail Caesar, you just give him the cards and you say, that's what it does, and they can just have the card and very easily reference it without having the rulebook in front of them and have to thumb through it to page 40 to find the Saxons to start doing the army. Just try and find the right unit, especially in armies like the Romans, which cover 2 pages of the book. So the Roman army consists of two complete pages of options for your army. And you get confused really quick, you forget what you've put in your army, it gets complicated. So yeah, these cards are very handy, and I would recommend anyone making them because they're pretty awesome things to use because they're very useful, instant check to see what it does. It's good. So thank you for that comment, and awesome. Next?
I've been looking for one.
Yes.
I think I might have found one.
Yes, that's good.
Okay, one from Ronald D. Laval on our Hail Caesar Battle Report Empire Strikes Back.
Yes, our new campaign. That's our new campaign. The General Vespasian has been brought out of retirement to crush the rebels. There you go. Darth Vader. Oh. Although Vespasian was awesome, Darth Vader was an idiot. well, you know.
Right. Regretfully, quite one-sided. I do love your battle map and campaign system.
Yeah, it took us a while to work battle map out. We thought it quite useful. And the campaign system is extremely simple. We like keeping things as simple as possible because if you make things complicated, then you get confused and forget what you're doing. Like when you make videos for people, you forget.
And then
what
we have,
videos you're making.
and we have a proper question.
Yeah, proper question. There you go. Yeah.
From Stats Scott.
It has been a bit one-sided as well. So.
He says, could you explain how you put the campaign map together?
Yeah. Nice terrain, but you have nice terrain, but it never affects the game. Yeah. Well, I'll answer that one first. Yeah, it's up to the person to use terrain. I play Romans at the moment. When I play Romans, I don't use terrain. I try and position my army in an open area, so I have large areas of room around my army, because I'm Roman, and I like to funnel the enemy army into my Romans so I can kill them. So I stay away from villages and towns and woods, because it's rather dangerous. Also, the campaign we've been doing recently is set in Judea, and there's no actual terrain other than hills and gullies and things like that. So I've lost my train of thought.
Oh. You're very loud at whispering.
Yeah, go away, strange person. Yeah, so we're doing it in Judea, and a lot of Judea is basically rocky ground and flat terrain.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
don't
not
think I
like,
used much terrain in last game
No,
at all, because I
because there
was
isn't
central,
much.
weren't it? Central.
Yeah. I chose to fight the battle. It was my choice to fight the battle.
Yeah, you were all kind of on top of the hill.
I chose to fight in the open.
No, we didn't move at all, did we now?
I did a little bit,
Yeah, we did.
Well, yeah.
and then I kind of came back because you told me I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was playing the Jews, when I was fighting against the Romans, I did use terrain quite a lot. I would use the mountains and the villages and stuff to try and get the Romans to slow down, pin them down in fighting in houses. That comes in very useful. But when I'm playing Romans, I try and stick to the open ground and make the enemy pay for every inch they attempt to move.
Yes.
Any good commander uses the terrain they've got, really.
Right. So how did you put the campaign map together then?
I just got a map of Judea from the period, and I made some tiles which were a bit random. Some were fortresses, some were normal, and I just put them all together in roughly the right order. Didn't think too much about it, did we? But we did decide on hexagons. What?
Nothing. Nice.
What's this pruning thing about? Stop
I don't know,
it.
it just keeps pressing my face for some reason.
Right, so you decided on
That's all
hexagons.
questions.
Yeah,
No,
but
I never answered the
yeah.
question.
Why did you decide on
People keep
hexagons?
signing me off.
The question.
Tall person over there talking
The
annoyingly.
question was, how did you put the map,
Campaign map
together?
We decided to do it in hexes because overall, hexes are the best way of doing a campaign map because then you can move in any direction. If you do it in squares, then you can, if you move diagonally, you move further than you would do. It's geometry. But basically, hexes are the best way of doing it, I've found.
Because it's all the same.
Yeah, and also the hexes are really handy because you can put the thing wherever you need, the building or the village, and you can move it around really easily. So, yeah. The only problem is sea. But given that sea doesn't play an integral part of the game, it's just basically the strip of coastline down the side of Judea. So it's not like, say, the Black Sea and the Mediterranean areas, if you're doing a Dacian campaign and stuff, where you'd have quite a lot of inlets and stuff, and the rivers would be much more important. In Judea, there's only one major river in the period, because that was it. And it never really played a part in the battles. Oh, there's no reason why you can't try and hold a river against me. If you choose to do so, or if you choose to hold a city against me, you can try and do that. Or vice versa, I could do the same. It's using terrain. You use whatever terrain you've got. We also randomly generate a lot of terrain as well. If it's not a set-piece battle. If it's a historical or historically set-piece battle, we know what the terrain of the area is like, then we set it up that way. And if it's not, we randomly roll the terrain. which is how come sometimes on our one-off battles we get really weird terrain features, like a river right down the middle of the battlefield in between our armies, or either side of our armies. That's interesting, but we'll let it stand because it's fun.
Answering the question?
Yes, that's answered the question. Is there another question?
No, that's all the questions.
So there are all our questions for Hail Caesar. We are going to be starting a new
Bolt action one.
question and answer based around bolt actions.
So it's just so we can keep it separate and it doesn't confuse anybody.
Yeah, we have a new, for you bolt action fans, we have a new bolt action thing coming up.
Yeah.
Which is not coming up immediately, but it is coming up and it's going to be based on the winter war between Finland and Russia. Because we've already got all the Russian stuff for it and we're going to expand into Finns. So that is a new thing, and we have not been doing bolt action recently for videoing. So we will start videoing our bolt action games again soon.
We've also got a special project coming up.
And we have a very special project
which you'll find out in the next video.
Which will be in the next video.
Next video? Will it be? No, it'll be next video.
Oh, don't confuse me.
No, don't.
I've made so many videos recently, I don't know what I'm doing.
You're going to see
What are these guys anyway? What are they? They've got armour and stuff. What are they? Celts? Are they Celts?
Alright, so leave it.
You're going to see it soon anyway.
Yeah.
So
we have a new project coming up which will be one of our next videos.
So leave a like if you want to, you don't have to, don't listen to him.
Yeah.
You can subscribe, you can if you want. I think everybody's subscribed already.
You sound really negative.
And
you can subscribe if you want to, you don't have to really.
Yeah,
I insist you subscribe.
That's negative.
Otherwise, no more hairy men with beards. So please subscribe, don't listen to him at all, insist really. Do you have any comments?
Be quiet, please, I need to exit the end.
We're more than happy to answer the comments.
Comments down below
if you
for
wish,
any Q&A.
wish to answer.
Use them for Q&As,
Yeah.
and we'll after Q&As, after some Q&As for Q&A videos of some questions, only questions. So